And there'll be more from the irreplaceably Keith Floyd on next week's show. But now it's time to find out whether George will be facing food heaven or food hell. Everybody in the studio has made their minds up. Food heaven would, of course, be this lovely piece of sea bass.
Yes.
King of all fish, I would have said. Yeah, that would. A lot of them are farmed now, the smaller ones, but you can get the line-caught ones, which are really, really delicious. Alternatively, the dreaded food hell. Over here, we've got a pile of mushrooms together with some wood pigeon. Gamey flavour, nice warm salad of beets, and game chips with that, which I like, sort of homemade crisps with the celery tops as well. How do you think these lot have decided?
Oh, no,
Do you know what Daniel wants?
of course. Yeah. He wants to be out there foraging. Definitely we're going to have pigeon, I'm sure.
These guys have probably foraged enough because everybody else chose food heaven.
Really?
Yes.
So does that mean we get to do
That's what
that?
it means. So that means Daniel is the only guy that gets to take his wood pigeon back home. There you go. So we'll lose that out of the way. Over here, right, what we're going to do is get our... Exactly. So we're going to get our sea bass on the go, first off, and I'm going to cook the mussels while I fillet the sea bass. So we'll pop this on here with a touch of white wine. We're going to get these on. Get these mussels cooking. Yeah, they can go straight in. These are already been cleaned. There's a little tiny beard on mussels, which is that little bit there, which it holds onto the rope with. But you just pull that off, and then we just basically cook that with only once for a couple of minutes. That's fine. Meanwhile, we're going to do these little courgettes, fine little ribbons.
Fine as I can go, James.
That's the one. Fine little ribbons. We've got our sea bass here. We can fillet this. So basically, all you do, you cut inside the gills like that. You turn the knife the other way, and carefully you go along. Sissy. There you go. We'll cut it right the way along like this. So it's nice, really tight to the bone. So you want to keep all that meat on the fillet. So you cut all the way through, and it lifts off like that. Happy?
Got it.
It's your turn.
Yeah?
Only joking. But you can do the other side as well. But the idea is you just take the rib cage off afterwards. It's much easier to clean off afterwards, and we lose this underneath like that. So this has already been scaled, this fish as well. You want to get it scaled before it gets prepared. So generally most of the fishes nowadays are already scaled for you in the supermarket.
It's a messy business scaling the fish, isn't it?
It is, but we've done the pin boning and stuff like that. There are little bones in here which you can just easily remove. Just want to do what we call V cutting.
Yeah.
The bones which just basically will pop out. So we'll lose this
There's
centre
a
part
little
here.
ridge of them, basically.
Little bones in there, yeah, there you go. So we've got the fillet, and we can cut this up into nice sort of pieces. And then what we do with sea bass is score the top, because it has a tendency of curling in the pan.
Okay.
For everybody similar sort of mullet and that kind of stuff, particularly mackerel. So you score it, stop it from curling. So mussels are ready.
I did a similar thing with my deck in the garden.
What's that?
You score it. You score the wood so it doesn't curl
Oh,
up.
there you go then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Same principle.
So drain that off. And we've got the mussels there. We'll leave that to one side, and we're going to... There you go. The courgettes
Almost
have
done.
been sliced as well. See, normally you'd have a machine for this, but with two of them here,
That is a machine.
quick essentially. Yeah, you go and check, you see.
We had a machine there.
Excuse me. That's too thick. That was a bit thinner. You need more like that, chef.
Okay, no worries, James. Yeah.
More like that.
Oh, not happy with your courgette.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
nice
It's been a long-
just
it's been a long
cook
time.
evenly, you see. So let's cook the fish. Olive oil. A little bit of butter. See, they were complaining about this in rehearsal because normally you have a little mandolin which you can slice it to make it thick.
Yeah.
Or
There's a little man doing it.
little man doing it, but it's nice and... Yeah, there you go. There you go. So a little bit of butter in here. Place the fish in. Just hold the fish like that. I'll stop it from curling to start with. So if I let go, it actually starts to curl up. So just press it down. That way it'll continue to cook nicely and nice and flat and even. And that's what we want on there. Touch of salt on the top. Some black pepper. And this is how you get the crispy skin on this. You basically regulate the temperature. So cook this on a medium heat and just gently cook this. So we're not going to turn it over. We're
Okay.
going to cook it all the way on one
through,
side.
right, okay.
All the way on one side.
And would you ever use olive oil or
That's half olive oil, half butter.
half butter, right,
The
okay.
butter will give it a nice
Channel
colour.
next.
Yeah.
The oil will take it to a little higher temperature. So that's that one. I don't need those, chef. First, I need a little bit of
Chervil.
chopped garlic and a tiny bit of chopped onion. That'd be right. So we're going to do a sauce with that. We've got the mussels here.
Some garlic.
There you go. Now you guys are taking over the TV at the moment. 'Cause you're on tonight.
Yes.
And then your dad starts a new
Well,
series.
that starts on Monday morning. Yeah, he's on. I think it's 9 o'clock on BBC One. He's doing a kind of health health-based program.
Picture of health.
A picture of health.
That's
Yeah,
what it's called.
which he is, of course, apart from his scabby leg and his ears and his eyes and all the rest of it. Yeah, so yeah, it should be good.
There you go. Right, so a little bit of shot in there, just a tiny bit. That's
Great garlic.
That's it. Yeah, some garlic in, the whole roast garlic, that's gone in there. So this is a really quick sauce, and Carlo mentioned earlier about the lobster. You can actually do this with the lobster shells, so exactly the same way. I'm not going to use the mussel shells, but you can put the shells in here exactly the same way as what I'm doing here. So short
It's
garlic.
a kind of a stocky type thing.
Makes a stock, but makes a sauce out of it as well. So what we do is the idea with these mussels is you drain it off, leave it in the bowl,
Yeah.
and then take the bottom part of this, because sometimes you can see in the little bowl there's a little bit of grit
Yeah.
in the bottom. You don't want that in there, so we just take the top bit. All the sediment it sinks down to the bottom. If you can take the mussels out, that would be great.
Yeah.
These guys, a little bit of chicken stock in here, tiny bit, or fish stock of course, and then I know you like it, double cream,
lovely.
over the top. Now what we do with the mussels is we want some of the meat that goes in the sauce, but this is where I would put the shells in here. You mentioned a little bit of tomato puree in here, like a little piece you could do as well.
Great, yeah.
But again, with a little bit of star anise. We got the star anise anywhere.
It's hiding in here.
I love this stuff.
Star anise, me too.
It's like
Love
a
it.
Okay.
aniseedy flavour. It is just delicious. But you put a little bit in there just to infuse it. First off, and you just bring this to the boil. It's very, very quick, really. The fish is more or less cooked. You can also see it all the way up there, and then and only then, we then grab the old fish slice.
You want couple
A little bit. Sorry.
Still couple in shell? Or?
Yeah, you can have a couple in the shells actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So we then take our little bit of this star anise out, because all this is doing is just infusing. That's all it's doing.
You got the ones.
We then take this, excuse me.
Yeah.
Pop some of the mussels in there. Put about
That's what I want to keep, yeah?
a few in there. Yes, yeah. Keep those as well. There you go. That'll do. And then we just basically blend this. So lid on, blend it. This is going to create our sauce. For the fish, you can see it cooking all the way up to the side. Turn this off. You got your courgettes there, that'd be great.
Yeah, courgette on.
Yeah. Then and only then do we turn this over, take it off the heat, and that's cooked. Right? So we only turn it over once and it's done. Lose this. Thank you very much. If you can pass that sauce through there,
Yeah.
that'd be great. A little bit of butter in here. Courgettes go in. Some thicker pieces more than others.
Oh,
That'll be me, James.
That's you. That can go in. The fish is ready. This can then lift it out.
Right.
So, like meat, we just leave it to rest
Did you take that out?
slightly before we put it on the plate.
Is that this one?
You done it?
Ah, well,
Yeah. There you go. Pass that through a sieve. Now this has got the shells in. If you're doing this with a lobster, and it munches it all up in the shell. So always use one with a glass beaker. Otherwise, if it's plastic, it tends to sort of stain it and break. But
Do you want some chervil in there,
a
James?
tiny bit of chopped chervil. That'd be
Sure.
great. Courgettes going in here.
Okay. In the sauce or in the courgette?
That's in there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
And then we'll put the sauce back on the heat. Just start reducing it down. So the courgettes are ready.
I love it. It's all done so nonchalantly. You know, it's just like, we just do this, then we're over here, and
Just making it up as we go along.
Yeah.
There you go. So, tiny bit of salt, some black pepper.
I do this in my kitchen, it'll look like a war zone, you know. And then by the end of it, I don't even want to eat it. I'm exhausted, you know.
There you go. But you just the idea of that is you just leave these to. A lot of chefs do this on kitchen paper or a cloth just to let it drain off. Otherwise, you end up with a lot of butter all over the plate and stuff like that. The sauce, you can bring this down. What we call reducing. We've talked about that on the show a couple of weeks back, actually. By reducing this liquor down, you strengthen the sauce. It's, whether you're doing red wine sauces or anything like that, it's the reduction that strengthens it down. Like if you taste this, you get a little taster to start off with.
Yeah.
No, that's got no salt and pepper in it, no butter. What you do to finish off with some butter, grab some butter please guys. So you're bringing it down. The idea is you're strengthening this, and even though it's got cream in it and everything else, it's going to get thicker the more you bring it and the more you reduce it down and intensify that flavour even more. We should finish it off with some butter. It's not because that is the classic way of finishing it.
love it.
France.
No, I did, yeah.
There you go. Touch your butter. And then we
The idea of
place it.
keeping loose like you're doing, I like it because it's like a bouillon, you know. It's,
Yeah, it's just nice and simple.
flavor's still there.
And then we put the courgettes on, because I know you like plenty of them. We'll put a few of these on. These are the mussels. Remember, obviously, don't prise the mussels open. If they're unopened at this stage, then literally you want to throw them away. So,
Something wrong with them.
yeah. And I'll just finish off that sauce. A little bit of sour anise in there, which is nice. And then we can pour this over the top. You can, of course, blend this as well, which a lot of chefs do, to create this nice little sauce. But it's so quick. It's just, there's only probably, what, 10 mussels in there, gone in there in the flavour. And lift off our bit of sea bass on there.
Okay.
And then a few bits of this.
Wow. Look at that.
Excellent.
Tip top.
48 quid in his restaurant.
I was going to say, yeah.
This one?
No, actually it's not.
No, it's 52, isn't it? 60 euro. There you go.
Yeah,
Right, well, this is what
it wouldn't
you
be.
get to dive into that. Tell us what you think of that one. So you want to try that because I think with the bass and particularly the mussels, I think it works really well together. But serve that with some crusty bread, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Looks like
Very
it really
nice.
works. And you used the shovel before. I'm going to use it in there because I just think the sour and easy sort of stuff.
Good.
That's a hit.
So it's
Fantastic.
done in about 6
Yeah.
to 7 minutes.
That's
Bring the
wonderful.
glasses over, guys.
Wow.
Please. Now to go with this, Susie has chosen Master Mass
Plenty of
Pinot
flavour.
Yeah,
Blanc,
plenty of
2011 from Majestic Wines, priced at £8.49p. There you go. You get a little bit of wine left over,
Thank you very much.
and you guys get some wine to go with it. So best of luck with your new series, which is In Search for the Young Farmers
Thank
as
you
well.
very much, yes.
And you've got a long day ahead of you if you're on time.
I do, sir, yes, 9 o'clock, so 9:20 tonight, Channel
If you're
4.
wondering what I did with the shirt, there.
Ah, there you go.
Look like a member of Castaway, right? Well, that's off style Saturday Kitchen. Thanks to Vintage, Daniel Dalmatian, George Lamb. Cheers to Susie Atkins for the wine choices, and today's chefs and guests, Anna and Andrew. Remember, all of today's recipes are, of course, on our website. Go to bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. We'll be back at the usual time at 10 o'clock next week. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Dive in, guys. Thanks very much.